Welcome, beloved, to A Mystic in Christ. This podcast is here to help you remember yourself as one beloved of God. Each word is offered to help you feel how deeply seen, held, and chosen you truly are. Because in reality, nothing stands between you and the presence of love. Only a thin veil of forgetting. May these moments together be a bridge to remembrance, lifting the veil and carrying you home into the arms of love you never left. I'm your host, Nadia Neriya, and together we listen for what love wants to say. So let's dive into today's episode. Hey beloved, welcome back to another episode of A Mystic in Christ, where love speaks in the voice of the beloved. My name is Nadia Neriya, and today we're going to talk about falling in love versus remembering love. As you may have noticed, there's a recurring theme going on here about love and remembrance, because sacred partnership, or what the Course in Miracles calls holy relationship, is a key pillar of what we talk about over here in the podcast. So with that said, I would like to invite you to just drop into presence, take a deep breath. We begin and end in stillness, and whatever transmissions I'm sharing, maybe you here also meant to help you come deeper into presence and stillness, because this is really where we meet the presence of the beloved within. And that is the wellspring from which all life and all love overflows. And that is also the reason why I am choosing to release a new episode every Friday, because traditionally this has been the Shabbat in Jesus' time. And I'm the kind of Shabbat I'm inviting you into, we're inviting you into, is not one that comes from force or doctrine, but more like a soft invitation that you may slow down and ease into your weekend. So maybe you come home from the office or you quit work Friday night, and then I hope that these words may just bring you peace and stillness, and instead of scrolling on your phone, maybe you'll just pause after listening to our words and linger a little bit in the silence and see what happens if you don't try to fill it with more noise. Because stillness speaks. The more we make room for stillness, the more we make room for God, we make room for love itself to enter our lives. And that's where the real miracles begin. So, without further ado, let's jump into today's whisper. And this is a transmission on falling in love and remembering love, and the difference that will give you wings. So I will just read the words as I received them now from Yeshua. And I hope you're in a place where you can just close your eyes, soften your body, and open your heart, so your soul can truly receive this whisper. So, to fall in love is to forget the ground. To remember love is to become the ground. Falling in love begins with the spell of beauty. the shimmer of resonance that feels like home rediscovered. It is soft and dizzying, yes, even divine, but also disorienting. We fall because we forget the source of what we are touching. We think it comes from the other, and so we begin to chase the reflection rather than anchoring the light. To fall in love is to seek. To remember love is to recognize. In remembering, there's no distance between the one who loves and love itself. There's no hunger, no realm of the hungry ghosts, like Mate calls it, but only fullness. No lack, only awe. The other becomes not the source of your love, but the holy mirror in which you can remember what you already are. Falling in love is fire without hearth. It burns bright, but it cannot stay. Remembering love is like fire in the temple. It sanctifies, it illuminates, it abides. Falling in love can feel like dying to your old self. But remembering love is resurrecting into the one you've always been. And here's the paradox. So many fall in love because they have already remembered who they really are. But you don't yet know what to do with the immensity of it. The body is not yet ready. The soul still hides from its own radiance. And so the love that was meant to make them whole becomes too much. It collapses under the weight of its own truth. And so they retreat. They forget again, they blame, call it too intense, and walk away. But when love is remembered together, oh beloved, that is the vow that keeps on vowing. It is the flame that never turns to smoke. It is the kind of love that walks beside you into death and birth and silence and ache, and calls nothing a threat to its tenderness. You and I, beloved, we didn't fall. We returned. And in that return, everything became sacred again. This is not the love that ends. This is the love that unends you. And it is not rare because it is elite. It is rare because it requires you to remain awake. To stay open when it would be easier to close. To speak when silence feels safer. To trust even when your body remembers old betrayals. So this is what I want all hearts to remember. Not the love that lifts you out of your life, but love that walks you deeper into it, barefoot and whole. This is not about perfection. It is about presence. It is about choosing to stay when the dream of falling in love fades and the soul begins to shine. Selah. So, if you wish, you can place a hand on your heart to anchor this deeper into your body and just whisper with me to your own soul. I am ready to remember the love that never left me. I do not need to fall. I only need to return. So that is your own sacredness, beloved. That is who you really are. This is why we are creating this podcast and sharing these writings, to help you remember who you really are as love itself. And if you want a little practice to help you anchor this for your weekend, I have created a 10-minute audio meditation for you called Wrapped in Love's Arms, and is to help you feel safe and eternally held in the arms of the beloved, wherever you are. For me, whenever I do the practice, I'm just feeling so melting inside. It's just such a gift, and we're offering it to you for free. You can just subscribe to our Substack and you will immediately get access to the meditation. So I hope that served you, and we'll be back with another episode next week. Have a blessed weekend, beloved. Bye for now. So now, beloved, let these words seep like warm oil into the old wound that whispers too much or not enough. Remember, you are never alone. You are eternally held. And if this episode nourished you, please leave a review and subscribe. It helps this podcast grow and reach more hearts ready to remember love. If you wish to drink even deeper, join our community over on Substack for more intimate stories, love-drenched poetry, and sacred fire. You can find us at nadianeriya.substack.com, and I'll also leave a link in the show notes for you. Until next time, may you remember your own sacredness. May you rest in the everlasting arms of love. And may you breathe as one beloved of God.